Hello everyone and welcome back once again. This is your science teacher here, and this time I am here with the 5th chapter of grade 7 science NCERT textbook, that is acids, bases and salt. And students, this one is the second part of your chapter number 5. We already completed the first part of this chapter, and in the first part of this chapter we already learned and discussed about that what are acids and bases and how can we differentiate or identify whether the given substance is acid or base. And students, we also learned about some natural indicators through which we can identify whether a substance is acidic or basic. And at the last, in the first part of this chapter, we also learned about that what is acid rain and what are the major air pollutants that basically involve or that basically causes acid rain. Now students, in the second part of this chapter, we will learn and discuss about that how can we differentiate acid and bases, or how can we identify whether the given substance is acidic or basic in nature by the help of pH scale. And students, we will also learn in this part about that what is neutralization reaction, or how can we neutralize the effect of acids and bases in our daily life. So let's continue the chapter. Now students, as you can see here the heading pH scale. Students, this pH scale is basically a device that is generally used to find out the acidity or basicity of any substance. And students, in this pH scale, the pH value generally ranges from 1 to 14, where 1 being the most acidic substance and 14 being the most basic substance, while 7 is a neutral substance. And the acidity or basicity of a substance is generally determined by using the pH strips or pH solution. Now students, can you answer me that why acids are never stored in a metal containers and why they are usually stored in glass containers? Students, this is because acids are generally very reactive in nature, and if we keep them in a metal containers, then they may react with the metal and erode them. And students, whereas on the other hand, glass is non-reactive, and that's why acids are generally kept in glass containers. Now students, as you can see here, this one is the pH scale. And students, as you can see here, from 0 to 6 indicate the acidity of a substance, whereas 8 to 14 indicate the basicity of a substance, and 7 denote the neutrality of a substance, means a given substance is neither acidic nor basic in nature. Now students, as you can see here also, here are some examples given that shows the acidity or basicity of theirs. As the first one is gastric acid, and its pH lies between 1 and 2. That indicate that gastric acid is acidic in nature. In the same way, lime juice pH level lies between 2 to 3. That also indicate that it is very acidic in nature. In the same way, orange juice, tomato juice, black coffee are acidic in nature. And students, even the milk that we consume also slightly acidic in nature, as this pH scale shows that the pH value of milk is lies between 6 to 7, means it indicates that milk is slightly acidic in nature. Whereas students, as you can see here, distilled water pH value is 7. This indicates that distilled water is neither acidic nor alkaline in nature. It means it is neutral. Now students, here the pH value of baking soda lies between 8 to 9. This means that baking soda is basic in nature. In the same way, homemade soap, ammonia, bleach shows their pH value between 8 to 13, means that they all are basic in nature, whereas the sodium hydroxide pH value lies between 13 to 14. It means that it is highly basic in nature. So students, that's how by the help of the pH scale we can find out the acidic as well as the basic nature of any given substance, and even we can also find out their pH value. Now students, the next important topic of this part is neutralization. Students, neutralization is basically a chemical reaction, or we can say that it is a water forming reaction in which an acid and a base react and produce salt and water. And students, the salt that basically forms in this process, means in this neutralization reaction, can either be basic, acidic or neutral in nature. Means neutralization is a reaction in which when base react with acid, then salt and water is generally produced. And students, generally in this process, and students, generally in this neutralization process, when acid react with bases, it results in the generation of heat, and which raises the temperature of the reacting mixture. And students, even a synthetic indicator also often used in this neutralization reaction, and that is phenolphthalein solution. And students, generally this phenolphthalein solution is pink in color, but when we add acid in this phenolphthalein solution, the color of the solution turns colorless. That indicates that the given substance is acid in nature. But students, when we add a base to phenolphthalein solution, the solution retain its pink color, and that indicates that the given substance is basic in nature. And students, you can see here also that when acid react with base, it generally form salt and water. And the best example of it, when we add hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide, it forms water and NaCl, which is a salt. Students, as I said earlier, that excess acidity as well as excess basicity is very harmful to us. So it is necessary for all of you to understand that how can we neutralize the effect of excess acidity or basicity of a given substance. So in this section you will learn that how can we neutralize the effect of acidity as well as basicity of a given substance. So let's discuss the role of neutralization in our everyday life. So first of all, we will discuss the role of neutralization in indigestion. Students, as you all know that our stomach produces hydrochloric acid, which helps in the digestion of our food. But students, sometimes the stomach releases too much of acid that leads indigestion, or sometimes very hyperacidity, and due to which there is a severe stomach ache or many other problems in our body. So students, in that case we need to neutralize this acid, and students, to neutralize the effect of this acid, we generally take substances that are basic in nature or commonly known as antacids. For example, milk of magnesia, that is a basic substance and it can neutralize the effect of acid in our stomach. Now students, let's discuss the second role of neutralization, and that is ant bite. Students, have you ever experienced or noticed that when an ant bite, then it cause an irritation of the skin over that place where the ant bite. And students, the irritation of the skin is just because of the presence of formic acid that generally an ant inject into the skin while it bite. So students, due to this formic acid, we have a severe irritation on the skin. So students, in that case, we have to use a basic substance over that place on the skin to neutralize the effect. And for this, generally, we use baking soda or hydrogen carbonate, calamine solution or zinc carbonate, because these are basic in nature and base always neutralize the effect of acid. Now, thirdly, in the case of soil treatment, students, for a plant to germinate, the soil must be neutral in nature. But students, when we use chemical fertilizer continuously on soil, then it can turn the soil into acidic in nature. So students, due to this, the soil loses its fertility. So in order to reduce the acidity of the soil, we use quicklime, means calcium oxide, or slaked lime, means calcium hydroxide. In the same way, students, if the soil becomes too basic in nature, then it can be treated by adding organic substances to it. So because they release acid while decomposing into the soil. So students, that's how we can reduce both the excess acidity or excess basicity of soil. Now the last one, in case of factory waste. Students, as you all know that generally acids are used in industries or factories in huge amount for different purposes. But students, after using the acids for various purposes, the factory waste becomes too acidic in nature and that cannot be directly dumped anywhere. So before dumping this factory waste, it is necessary to add bases to it so that it may not harmful for other living organisms. That's why bases are used to reduce the effect of acidity in factory waste in order to save the aquatic life. Now students, that's all about your chapter, and with this topic here, the second part of your chapter number 5 is completed. Now I will be come back soon with another chapter. Till then, stay home, stay safe and stay healthy.